Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, back with another mixed Manny chat. Manny by number, we are down to 2 more left. We've got love inspired and cozy vibes left. Today we are doing love inspired, this cute little kitty right here. And I can't do love inspired without having Panda. If you guys watch this channel, you know that is my nickname for my significant other. I had cut out 2 pandas and they disappeared from my desk. So I'm going to have to cut it out again. Luckily, there are still 2 more of the ones that I wanted. It's these cute little pandas with the butterflies on their noses. I thought that would be cute happening, even though, you know, it is a Christmas Manny too. The one that I'm doing right now is going to be what I'm wearing for Christmas. So of course we gotta have the red, the green, and I'm gonna color in my Manny by number, red and green and golden for the kitty cat. Let's get started. I've never used these before. I'm hoping they are like nail tattoos where you basically just wet a paper towel and you lay that damp paper towel on top of these and hold it there for a little bit. I hope they're not water slide because that's not how I'm going to treat them. Of course, you get to see any and all of my little mistakes because this is recorded live without edits. So you get to enjoy going through the journey with me. But today's Manny is going to include Canadian chair. I've been waiting for a good moment to wear this one. I just really like the design of the red and then having the white. The white will definitely be helpful for the panda. I don't have anything on my nails right now as far as color streak goes. This is a nail aid. I think it was like a 9-in-1 that I put on yesterday because this nail right here has been a super problem child nail. It is like peeling like crazy, and it's because I need to be using my cuticle oils, but I forget, and I wash my hands so much that it's like ridiculous. So I'm drying out my nails, my poor nails. They need nutrition. They need me to drink more water too, so that's another thing. But that's a lot. We did this past weekend attend my family holiday party, the whole holiday party. Last year we didn't get to attend because it conflicted with my niece Emmeline's dance recital, but this year we got to go and it was a lot of fun. My cousin Stacy and her family are just really good at coming up with the most fun games to play. They had us do a photo scavenger hunt, and I was paired up with my cousin June, my cousin Brian, do I call them a cousin? They're like my cousin's kid, Elise, and then my niece, Emmeline. So we were all paired up in a group to do the photo scavenger hunt, and it was so much fun, and it was fast-paced, and we didn't win, but only because there was a tiebreaker, and my niece, Emmeline, didn't know a Charlie Brown Christmas, which saved us from winning Hello Panda cookies, so that saved all of our waistlines. But yeah, I made cinnamon brown sugar cookies to bring to the potluck style holiday party, and there were a lot left over. I mean, there was a lot of food, so can't blame them. So those leftover cookies I had Panda Bear bring to Mama Carla and her fam, and the kids go gaga for those cookies. They love them. They're very reminiscent of cookies they had when they were in Belgium. Kind of like speculoos, if you know, if I'm even pronouncing that right. and very delicious. When cooked right, they're like a chewy, soft texture. If I overbake them, then they're hard, but I like them when they're a little bit chewy. And that was exactly how they were for the party. But yes, that was Saturday. Sunday I did some work. Had to. We've got so many end of the year projects happening that it's not even funny, like the amount of work that needs to be done. And I took Christmas Eve off because our family typically celebrates on Christmas Eve. The rain's been really messing with the whole schedule though, so we shall see. We shall see what goes on, what will go on. Things keep changing, and this year some of the gifts have not arrived on time as of yet, but I keep praying and hoping that they will still arrive. Who knows? Maybe there will be a Christmas miracle. But I did print out images of the gifts. Most of it's just clothes for our nephew Benjamin, and it's only because like I wasn't quite sure what his style was, and finally got a chance to speak with his mama, and she was like, anything with cats, anything with birds. So I found the coolest like stuff for him, but unfortunately I ordered it a little later than our normal. I usually am good about ordering things like well ahead of time so that they arrive with plenty of time for us to wrap and get them under the tree in time to open up on Christmas Eve. However, it might not be working out that way this year. And, it's okay. Benjamin is a teenager now, albeit he does have autism and he sometimes does still act like he's 9. But he won't throw a tantrum or anything, not getting all his gifts on Christmas. I'm sure he's going to love the stuff that I picked out. But he'll get to, at least if they don't arrive tomorrow, unwrap the photo of what he will be getting. So then he can at least be anticipating what's coming in the mail. But yeah, hopefully the rain is not going to deter Santa from showing up with his gifts for the kiddos. I'm putting this one aside because I want to make a nail stick and I don't want to forget, because sometimes I will honestly just forget to take care of putting aside a strip for the nail stick. Oftentimes I will have a nail stick already prepared and ready to go when I'm recording a video, so I can easily just like place it on. It's been rough, like with all the Christmas presents floating around the house and trying to keep track of everything. I spent the majority of Sunday cleaning my office where most of the Christmas gifts were kept, and I found things, but I have not found like everything. There were things this year that I'm missing, and I don't for the life of me know what I did with them. One of them are the Christmas cookie cutouts. I had gingerbread like cookie cutter stamps that I had purchased last year in anticipation of this year. I put them somewhere so safe that I don't even remember where they are. That's how safe they are. They're so secure that even I can't get my hands on them. So one of these days I'll find them. But this year was not in the cards for it. I did, however, find my Disney Christmas cookie cutters, or cookie stamps, I should say. They don't really cut out shapes. So I was able to use those for the cinnamon brown sugar cookies. So those, however, are not the easiest to use. So some of the cookies, their shapes didn't hold out the image very well, while others did. It is what it is. And for the very first time this year, I made Christmas crack. Christmas crack, you use crackers. I used saltine crackers with pretzels, chocolate, brown sugar, butter, some fun sprinkles that I had gotten for Manager Special. It was like $1 something that had like colorful like sanding sugar sprinkles. Those came out, they worked fabulous, like for what I needed them for. And the Christmas crack, one coworker was like, they're so addicting. They're so addictive. Like, they literally are called crack for more than one reason, I guess. But I had made a batch for the office, and I made a batch for home, and Panda really liked them. He's not really a big dessert fan, but I knew he would like them too, because it's like salty and sweet, and that's like the best combo in a type of like snacky snack for the holidays. But yeah, we are just getting things wrapped up here. Mama Carla had turned the guavas that my brother's wife's family has a tree, and they give to my mom bags of guava every year around this time of year, and my mom never knows what to do with it. So we figured out what to do with it when Mama Carla said that she could turn it into guava jam. And it is delicious. She made one batch so far. There's another few bags of guava that still need to sit and reach peak ripeness before she can make another batch of jam. But there was enough where we were able to give to my brother's wife's parents 2 jars, because they are the guavas from their tree. 1 jar for my brother and his family. 1 jar for my brother's wife's brother. And then 1 jar that I shipped to my sister in Utah. So hopefully FedEx doesn't go and ruin it and open up the package to inspect it, because Panda Bear reminded me that one year we attempted to mail the guava jam to my sister, and she couldn't eat it, or she wouldn't eat it, because she said it looked like it was tampered with by whoever like shipped the stuff or whatever. So that was not cool. So I'm hoping this year it turns out and she's actually able to try it, because it's really delicious. So yeah, got 2 different kinds of guava jam to eat this year, because my Sassvent pal Corey had gifted me a jar of guava jam too. So very happy to have that to eat on my toasted sourdough. So I need to make another loaf of sourdough bread, actually, because we are probably going to finish the loaf that I made. Ooh, my tummy is growling. What? And you know why it's growling? Because we are fasting today. Mind you, we had leftover turkey carcass and ham carcass from my office Thanksgiving last month that originally one of my coworkers was going to turn it into soup. Never got around to it. Didn't want it sitting there in the freezer over the holidays, and so brought it home, made a ham hock bean soup for later this week, and used the turkey carcass and the ham bones to make a broth for us to consume on a fasting day. So all I'm having right now is coffee and broth. But why are we doing this? Because we're going to have some yummy, yummy, yummy tamales. Mama Carla is currently working on those for Christmas. And she's also making beef Wellington. And I'm super excited. I will be making twice baked little petite red potatoes that I had seen. I think it was on Instagram. I think actually it was my coworker Cindy who sent me the video, and I was like, yes, I'm totally making that. So that's going to be Christmas dinner. And yeah, I'm still debating about the prime rib for New Year's Eve because I actually have to work on New Year's Eve in the office. In fact, we have a project that goes out that day, so I'm debating whether or not I want to commit myself to making a prime rib this year. I usually do in memory and honor of my Uncle Harry, who passed away during the pandemic. He used to make prime rib every New Year's Eve. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing it this year. This year's just been really rough as far as timing goes. We just keep getting new things added to our plate. Not complaining, just stating the facts. And sometimes you gotta make cuts somewhere to fit, prioritize certain things. So yeah. Maybe we might not do it New Year's Eve, but maybe, for another weekend or so just to do it. But first, this is Canadian cheer. Next, I want to add a bit of water and see if these pandas actually work like I think they would. And I wanted it on my ring finger because when I think of love, I think of the ring finger. In fact, Panda Bear gave me this ring that I always wear on our third date. He knew already he wanted to lock me down. So yeah. But let's see if this works. I think it will work. It's looking like it might. Panda Bear actually gifted me this year a gift that I asked him for. Oh yeah, look at that. Wait. Oh, this might be like a water slide, in fact. Okay, let's try it out the water slide way and see if maybe that's what it was meant to do. Because look, it's actually like kind of like backwards. So let's see if this slides off. Nope. It does not slide off. So I was right the first time, thinking it was like a nail tattoo. Now I don't know if it'll stick. Oh, it did stick. Okay, cool. Well, it's a little bit not as expected, but still okay. Still have to figure those out. But ain't mad at it. It's still got the vibe. I was going to paint on some green hearts on the nails, so let's do that really quick. And then we'll be on our way. I do need to put a top coat on later, but that will be much later. So let's just really quick. Actually, do I want a heart? Yeah, I do want a heart. Let's draw an abstract heart. See if the dotting tool might help with the... This is getting messed up. Dip it right into the bottle? No. There we go. Just needed an extra layer. Don't know if I'm going to do a heart on all of them. In fact, I might just draw some green lines. So let's go ahead and add some green. Are you all ready for Christmas? I thought I was more ready, but it feels so rushed. Like I feel like, where did this year go? It's very hard to like think about where the time has gone. I almost want to paint over like a lot of the white with the green. I kind of like the contrast of the green and the red. But having the white tip also looks nice. So the little peekaboo of white probably needs to be there, because I feel like that's still like Christmassy. Too bad it's not going to get cold enough for snow where I'm at. Although I bet you, some of you that are watching, you guys are dealing with a lot of snow where you're at. So probably should be careful what I wish for. Maybe I don't want to wish for a white Christmas. Alright, that's a lot of different looks with the green. Actually, I want to see if I can use the dotting side and just make little dots. I'll definitely need to put on a top coat, and I'll definitely need to finish off the other side of my nails, but something different. I don't think this one turned out the way I thought it would, but I'll at least take a nail fee for the Mani by number, and we'll see. I might actually change my name, move. No, I'm just kidding. But I might change my mind and do a different Mani for my Christmas Mani. But, you know, I attempted it. Mani by number. I don't think there's a hard set rule that Stacy has for us that we gotta wear it like the whole time. But this is it. I'm not even gonna show this hand because this hand's not ready. But yeah, let's color this really quick and we'll be on our way. I was going to color this green and red, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that really quick here. Am I even on camera when I'm coloring? Because I can't tell. So just go like this really quick. The tips right there. Do the red so that it's red and green. And then we're going to color the kitty all orange. I already made a mess of my hand. It's just one of those days. But here we go with the kitty. I feel like it's not orange enough. This looks yellow. If we add a little hint of red, that might make it a little bit more orange. Let's see. Here's my brush. To help blend it in a little bit more. Oh, that was too much water. But yeah, love inspired. This is Pandy. Ode to Pandy. What a mess. I have leftover strips, so I might retry. But yeah, that is it. If you watched this hot mess, go ahead, like, comment, a Christmas tree because it's Christmas. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Peace.